Alright, what's up guys, welcome back to my channel, and for today's video we'll be looking at my exploration in the Netherlands. I've decided to consolidate my vlog together, but I have a separate vlog of the Heineken experience by itself, so if you want to check out the video you can look at it at the top right of the screen right now for the link to the video. And in my trip to the Netherlands, I visited Amsterdam, The Hague, and Delft, and also Rotterdam, some of the more renowned towns in the Netherlands. So I had a really good experience, and each of these different cities have its own perks. And before I start with my vlog, I'm very impressed with the road and transportation system of the Netherlands. Firstly, they have really well developed roads for cars and also well developed pavements for walking and for cycling. So all the cycling pavements are in red, and I think the motorcyclists can also use it. However, if you are a tourist, you have not visited these countries before, it can be quite confusing to walk on which road. I'm not sure which to take, which traffic lights whatsoever, but after a while you get adapted to it pretty quickly, so not a problem. But yeah, just something that I found very fascinating, very amazing about the country. Yeah, so I will start my vlogging with The Hague because I spend most of my time there, and what I really enjoy and what my holiday style is that I like to just walk around. I like to see the nature, the scenery, because where I'm from, in Singapore and even the place I'm living in Jakarta, there's not a lot of nice parks. The weather isn't very good as well, it's very hot. So yeah, it's just very different from where I'm from. So most of the time I'm just walking from places to places, just looking at different things. Sometimes I enjoy it too much that I don't really record a lot of what I'm doing, but yes, there's quite a lot of funny things that I've done. I decided to go on many walks and I got lost. I've walked about 1 hour to many different parks and to the beach. So this is one of the areas where I think it's like a memorial for the place where some execution took place in World War II. So I have it in Dutch, so it's everything in Dutch. So I walked all the way here. I mean, I could have taken the bus, but I need to get the full experience, and the weather is so good. Everything is so nice. So yeah. Alright, so if you do come to this park, I would recommend cycling instead, because the cycling route is better than the walking route and it's much more easier to follow. There are much better signages. But if you're walking, you're into the jungle, so you don't even know where you're walking, and the GPS might not be very accurate. So yeah, that's just one recommendation. If you come to this park, get a bike and cycle. I'm still walking along Mayendo Park. I don't think there's a lot of tourists that come here because it's a very long walk. But if you like hiking, I think this is a very good spot to hike. I think I saw some websites there that ask you to come here to walk, and I think it's like a 4 hours walk from the Hague to somewhere up north. I'm not sure where is it. But yeah, alright, let's continue our journey. Yep, so far I'm still inside this big forest, trying to find my way out, but I can't. And it's very interesting because this park has specific paths where horses can take. So there's the signs of horses, and you just see a mud ground, the muddy path which the horses would take. This is basically the route that the horses would take. Yeah, so this is where I am. Still in the middle of the forest after about 2 hours plus, 2.5 hours or 3 hours. Yeah, but I'll find my way out very soon. It's a little bit hard to see, but it's about 8.5 kilometers and about 2 hours plus walk. And this isn't even the beginning of my recording. It auto-recorded after 10 to 15 minutes of walking, so definitely longer than that. Distance covered and time walked. Still right in the middle of the wilderness. See how I'm gonna get out of it. Alright, almost reaching. I also went to the beach in the Hague. So it's one of the unique things about the Netherlands is the Hague is the only town where there's the beach, and it's gigantic, it's enormous. It stretches until I don't know where. I didn't even walk the entire thing, probably many kilometers of the whole entire length of the beach. But I spent most of my time walking around the parks, just admiring the architecture, going for runs. I'm not sure if people even go on holidays to run in the country, but yeah, it's amazing. The temperature is just nice. It's a nice temperature in summer, mostly around 20 degrees. It got as cold as 13 degrees, but as warm as 26, which not as helpful, because I think even where I'm from is like about 26 degrees. So 20 degrees was really a good temperature for me. And yeah, let's move on to Delft. I just spent a very short day trip over there, looking at the old architecture, the churches, the new and the old church, how it's kind of slanted. I think because the foundation was like not as good, or I think they sort of like have to move the canals and build the church on some of the canal foundation, which wasn't a good idea. So yeah, very interesting look of the church, the windmills. I've never seen a vintage windmill in my entire life, so that's a first. And yeah, the Delft, I think, has the most beautiful canals. It looks the most glamorous because of how spacious it looks, and also the nice like buildings from side to side. And I think the best looking canals around Delft is close to the Delft Central Station. Yeah, so I mainly went there to walk again, enjoy the scenery. That's pretty much what I did. Yeah, and I moved on to Rotterdam. Visited the Erasmus Brug, which is the bridge that looks like the swan. So it was massive. I can't put any words to it. It was majestic, very wide, very clean. It was just so great. Can't really describe it. And so in Rotterdam, yeah, I took the tram to the bridge, and I realized in the Netherlands the scenery is just the best. Like, you can see so many things, you can appreciate it, appreciate how the city is such a beautiful city, and I really love my time there. I also went to the Marcel Rotterdam, not sure how to pronounce it, but yeah, I went there, and yes, tons of food, many different choices. I highly recommend you to go there. Really, really great food. So some of the stores has a second floor, so we went up to eat, and wow, you get a really good view of the architecture. The food is amazing. They cook really good fries. I realized that in the Netherlands, the fries I've eaten, perfectly salted. I don't even have to salt the fries. It's not very salty, and yeah, I don't have to season my fries. I don't need any sauce to accompany the fries. So yes, the area is just fantastic. Should visit there, try some food, many food options, stroop waffles, can have Asian food, I think like Mexican food, all types of food. The area, the place is just very, very big for you to choose, and the many stores there are for you to choose, the wide variety of cuisines there are. So if you are hungry, want to get a bite, go for lunch over there. It's a really good spot. And lastly, we went to Amsterdam. And the thing about Amsterdam is that there are a lot of museums there, and what I recommend you is, even before you travel to the city, a couple of days or even like weeks before, make sure to go online, because of the museum, the tickets are all online and you have to book it. Because I went to the Anne Frank Museum and it was totally sold out when I realized that all the tickets are based on online bookings, and they are sold out for like weeks. So you have to plan your trip in advance for several months if you want to go to Anne Frank Museum. It's one of the very popular museums. And I went to the Rijksmuseum to have a look at some Dutch art. Not really an arts person, but I can see that many people really appreciate art there. So if you're one of the people who really like art, like to look at art, abstract art, or even like historic art, you can take a look at the Rijksmuseum. It's quite a big museum, so you can spend a couple of hours there if you are really a art fanatic. So Amsterdam is also famous for the red light district, but I have not gone there. So just too many things to do within a short span of time in the Netherlands. So I just wanted to do a very quick vlog of what I can find, what I can see, and they're just giving some of my thoughts over here. The Hague experience is the only video that I have separately from the Netherlands vlog, because I really booked a VIP tour and have a very in-depth experience of the entire like tour, so I thought yeah, it'd be better for me to have that as a separate video. And of course, if you enjoy my video, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you got any suggestions on how I can make my vlogs better, maybe more filming of myself, more scenic views, you can just put some suggestions right at the comment right at the bottom of the video. And I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you do remember to hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys again real soon for my next video.